Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. On this tutorial I want to show you how I decorated this beautiful fondant cake for a man. It's actually for who was it for again? I know it's for somebody who works, I think the chairman of road transport workers. Yeah, we made it a few months back. I was just going through my gallery and I realized that I've not posted it. So that's what I'm showing you guys. I know you've seen me decorate lots of cakes, but for every cake I tutorial I drop, I know somebody is seeing my video for the first time, and somebody, even though you've watched my video several times on fondant decorating, cake decorating, I know you'll find it useful, and I know there's always something new to learn in every tutorial if you pay close attention. So this cake, it has already been trimmed and crumb coated. If you want a detailed video on how I trim my cakes and I crumb coat, you'll find that on my other videos on YouTube, right? Because this might make it to TikTok, right? So I have detailed tutorials on how I trim crumb coat cakes and all of that. Even my fondant recipe, this cake is I decorated it a few weeks back, and you know, if you're in Africa, if you're in Nigeria precisely, it is raining season, and you know how some fondant recipe can fail you in this weather. But I promise you that my fondant recipe is the most stable all-weather recipe that you can find anywhere. You can use it in the dry season and the raining season. It is absolutely stable, and it's something you would love to try. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I will drop the link to that to the fondant recipe in the description. Right? If you're watching it on TikTok, I'm gonna drop it in the comment section. I don't know if TikTok allows you to drop a link. I don't know if they do that, but I know Instagram does not allow that. But I will try it. I've not done it before. I think I will just check. If they allow it, I will drop it there. Right? So like you know, I like to use the paneling method for all my fondant cake decorating. This one is one of the simplest cake you can decorate for a man, right? This is absolutely simple because after covering it, I just used false balls on it, and the client wanted the sticker of the road traffic workers, their logo on the cake. So all I did was I went to Pinterest, I downloaded it, and then I went to a printer shop and I printed it because I don't have a printer in my studio, right? So for any cake that you want to add a printable, all you need to do is go to Pinterest or Google, download a very high resolution, and then you would just go and print it out. The size of the the printable depends solely on the size of the cake you want to do and where you're putting it on the cake. Either you're putting it as a topper or you're putting it as a frapper. It just depends on where you're putting it. So that's how you're gonna print it out. So you tell the printer the sizes you want. So for this cake, I covered the board in white fondant, and I'll be using this embroiser. This is one of the most popular one I use, or one of the most that I use in the studio, because it can goes for a man, a woman, children, character cakes, and all of that. So it's my most used embroiser. It is absolutely cheap. You can get in a cake shop. It also comes in a mat. Peradventure, I'm covering a traditional marriage cake, and I know I'll be making a lot of this imprint on it. So it comes in a mat. So I prefer to use this one when I'm covering boards and all of that. But if it's a huge cake, I would use the mat to just roll on the cake. So the reason why I cut out that center from the cake is because I want to save fondant. So you can actually do that, or you place the cake on the board, and then you cover the board. I do that a lot when the cake is already on the board. But you can cover your board either way. So this is a sticker I made. I think it's National Union of Road Traffic Workers or something like that. That's NURTW. Right. They are the ones who regulate public transport workers in my country, in Nigeria, if in case you're watching from. And then the client also wanted me to add the bank logo because he's the chairman of the association. So she wanted her bank logo to be on it because the cake is coming from Zenith Bank. If I'm not mistaken, I've made several cakes for this client. For Zenith Bank, I've made several cakes for them. Right. So what I did, I just printed a lot of logos. Alright, so that whenever they need a cake, I won't have to go and print again. So for the border, I'm using this beautiful mold. This mold has about 7 different designs. So this one I'm using is one of the favorite ones I love to use in the mold. So the reason why I had done some before, so I just wanted to show you how it's done. It's very easy. Some people put it and then they use a palette knife, to cut them out, excess fondant out of it. But I prefer to use my hand. So what I do, I just apply a little Crisco or vegetable shortening, you know, on my hand so that it will be easy to cut out. I press it down into the mold and I cut everything out. It is that simple to do. So it's something you can do, right? Just in case you're finding it difficult, watch the video over and over again, and I promise you would know how to do it. Cutting out this mold is very easy. I've seen people do a paid class for the use of mold, and I'm like, wow, why? When there are a lot of tutorials here where you can learn it from, right? Just in case you think I'm not saying the truth, if somebody here has seen something like that, where you see classes online or in person where bakers teach on how to use molds, kindly state in the comment section. And if you've watched to this level, it means you're interested in my video. My name is BCB Cakes. I'm a baker in Asaba, Delta State, Nigeria, West Africa. Alright, Africa, one of the loveliest continents in the world. I mean, don't get me wrong, every continent is special and important. Well, I'm from Africa, so you would expect me to say mine is one of the loveliest, right? Okay, so let me know where you're watching us from, and I will send you a shout out in my next video. Thank you so much. If you know there is somebody that will find this tutorial helpful, kindly save it, kindly share it, kindly like, comment, and then of course turn on the notification bell because I drop tutorials here every week, and I know it's something you wouldn't want to miss. You want to be the first to see my videos. So this is my alphabet mode. I have, I think, 3 or 4 different alphabet modes, but this one is just perfect. It does the job excellently, and for many times I've used it on my cakes. I have seen a lot of comments on people telling me to, show them how it is, or tell them where I bought it from, or send a link to it. I usually do not buy things online here in Nigeria because we have lots and lots of baking shops around me. So most times I just walk in, I see what I like, and I buy. But I know that these molds are something you can find online. So I don't know what the specific name they call it. Well, I just call it alphabet mode. So maybe if you want to check it out online, just put in alphabet mode. So I know a variety of modes will come out, pop up, then you select the one you want, and it will be shipped to you. But in the future, if I have a store, I will be linking them in the bio where you can easily get access to them, right? um Thank you so much. This video has just been lying in my gallery, so I thought to share. It may not even make meaning to some people, but if it does make meaning to you, please kindly let me know in the comment section. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad some of you sent lots of reviews on how my tutorials are helpful to you, how you've improved in your cake decorating by watching my tutorial. Somebody last week told me she almost slept on my channel because she just discovered it, and it was difficult to not watch more than almost all the videos on my channel because she was learning a lot. And she even came to me on WhatsApp and she bought one of my recipes. All right, if you're here, please just comment that in the comment section and I will pin your comment. Right, thank you so much for buying my recipe, and thank you for telling me how my page have been of help to you. That means a whole lot to me. I do not take it for granted at all. A lot of you tell me how helpful these tutorials are, and sometimes it can be difficult to create them because I work, right? I have a 9 to 5. I go to work, so most times when I have these jobs, and I have to record. So here, the electricity was gone. NEPA interrupted the power supply. So here I was just using light from the window, and then before I went to turn on the gen, right? So that's why you see that it kind of affected the lighting. So you see how important lighting is to your video. It makes it clearer, it makes it more visible, it makes it just beautiful to watch. Because I know if I film tutorials using natural lights, you wouldn't like them so much. So that is why I invested so much in lighting, and I know, yeah. So here I had to turn on the gen. I just arranged these 4 balls on it. Like I said, the cake is very simple. um if the logo wasn't there, the cake would have still it would have still been very beautiful. What am I even saying? So thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.